Before we start this video today, I just wanted to tell you guys that Craig and I are thinking of starting a podcast. And I know I don't get very many comments on my videos, but if you're watching this and you want to see us do a podcast, put some like topic of discussion ideas down in the comments below so we can kind of do what you guys want to do. We're probably going to do it like alternating channels, so like one will be on his channel one week, then the next week it'll be on my channel. We don't know quite what we're doing yet, so if you have any ideas, just put those in the comments below. Alright guys, so in today's video I am going to be doing prep on the Corvette. I'm going to be getting it ready to go to the alignment shop. As far as all the suspension components go, it's all sorted out and that mechanical part is ready to go. I just need to get the paint cleaned up so that there's no dirt on the surface of the paint, so when they're touching the car it doesn't scratch as easily. I'm probably gonna have to re-detail it after I get all this stuff done with it, but we'll see what happens. We'll take it as it goes. I do have a lot of water spots from not being able to take care of it. Sorry about that saw. Yeah, like you can see the water spots. That's just from me being at school and just not having the time to come home and like detail it. So I'm gonna have to clay bar some parts and get everything fixed up again. So I'm gonna be using the Ultima Waterless Wash Plus again. I'm going to be doing a different method than I did last time. I learned this method. It's a similar method to when I learned from Larry Cosilla from Ammo NYC. I'll link his channel below. He has a really cool channel. I learned most of my detailing stuff from him, so if you're interested in detailing, definitely go check out his channel. So let's get started. So earlier today I had a fuse that was burnt out. It was for the taillights, so when I had the headlights on, the taillights weren't working. I don't drive this car much during the dark or when it's dark out, so I didn't really notice it, but that wasn't working. The brake lights worked and the turn signals worked and stuff, so I didn't really notice it, but I went down there to look for, I was looking for courtesy light switches and stuff, and it was broken. So I replaced that. I didn't film it. It's just a simple replacement. You just pop a fuse out and put a new one in. So I did that. That was part of my preparation, and I got all the steering column work done, as you can see in the last video. I did something kind of funny. I mean, well, it's funny to me. You guys will probably find it funny. But if you look at this steering column, you could see it in the other video. But here, let me put this down real quick. So in the other video, you could probably tell there was chipping all down the steering column. One cool thing about this car's paint scheme is that the silver is pretty close to silver Sharpie. So right here on the lock was all gnarly up with chips and stuff, and it looks like it's brand new now. You could see it a little bit right on top of here where I did the Sharpie on the very edge. If you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't really be able to see it. It's a lot less noticeable than the black chips. And the only reason it doesn't match as closely to this stuff is because this is just some aged paint. So that looks pretty good. There's a big chip all right underneath there that I Sharpied in, and all right here was really bad. It's still bad, but it's less noticeable. So from a distance and even up close, if you're not looking for it, steering column looks pretty nice now. I got the turn signals all working good and stuff. So yeah, it clicks in good. Lights are working. Pretty much everything. I'm a little low on gas, but I'll fill that up later. So yeah, I got this car all ready to go. I just need to get it all cleaned up, and we're gonna start on that right now. Okay, so I'm using the Ultima Waterless Wash Plus. Again, this is my go-to waterless / rinseless and other water-free washing techniques. If you have not seen the rinseless wash video I made with this, I will put a card up top and I will link it in the description as well. So I got to make a new mixture of this. So on this bottle, I have it marked rinseless wash on one side and then waterless wash on the other side. That's so I know how much to fill it up with. So basically, you can see that there's still some stuff in here, but just a little bit more lubrication added doesn't really hurt nothing. So I'm going to take the cap off of this thing, and you squeeze it until it gets to the level. Add it to the bottle like so. And the fact that this is a concentrate just makes it awesome, because this whole bottle's $20 and it goes a long way. I've only bought one of those bottles and I've had it for like probably 2 years now. Now I use distilled water just because I use this as a waterless solution, and it's mostly for my rinsing, so I don't like it to spot up or streak, so I use distilled water in here, not tap water. So now I just fill this up to the top. Whoops. Okay, so this is a 32-ounce bottle. There's a direction on the back to how much you need. I think the directions are for a 22-ounce bottle, so I just scaled it up to a 32-ounce bottle. But that's pretty much the basics of it. And you got your, this is your waterless wash solution. So I also got this right here, which is a pressure sprayer. I got this from Lowe's for about $5, I think. So they're cheap, pressurized water, so it shoots out. I don't like getting my hose out too often, so sometimes I'll just use this to rinse it if I don't need to do like a full-on wash. So yeah, let's get started. I'll show you how I'm doing this. Alright you guys, so sorry my head's cut off, and I hope you can hear me from that distance. Normally a rinseless wash is my normal no hose go-to method for cleaning a car, but I like to do that during the summer when it's hot out and the sun's on the car, because it gives you more time to work without spotting your paint. So today I don't have that much dirt on the car. It's pretty clean. I'll get a camera to come in close up. Alright, so just so you can see, this is 2 weeks without washing. It sits outside. It's nowhere near as dirty as it was the last time I washed it, but it's just kind of just a little layer of surface dust, so it's relatively clean. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to take this pressurized sprayer, and I'm just going to kind of come up front and try to rinse off some of this dirt. So just like that. Now, since that's all there, it already looks kind of cleaner. This paint's pretty waxed, so it kind of just beads off the water, and if there's any dirt on top, it kind of carries it off with it. So now that a lot of the dirt's off, I'm going to get my sprayer with the waterless wash in it and just saturate it. And this stuff also kind of pushes the water off as well. So just get the surface nice and wet, and then get the towel and just come in and just wipe it up. So let me get a closer look on this. Let me stand on this side. So you can tell not much dirt came off. That's partially why this is a good method, is that you're keeping the dirt from grinding by rinsing it off before. You can use the waterless wash all on its own, but you risk more of a chance of scratching it because it's a dry surface with dirt, and then you're just running a towel. It's wet, but it's not as safe. So yeah, now I just need to get another towel. Dry this off real quick. And that section is done. So now I'm just going to continue on with this wash method, and I'll just time lapse the video. I'm going to change this method up a little bit. I noticed the problem is that when I spray it down, the water lays on the paint, and then my towel just kind of soaks it up, so it's kind of making my towels not last as long, because now it's all, let's show you. Now it's damp, so I want my towels to last a little bit longer than that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse it, get the blower and blow all the water off, and then come in with the waterless wash and spray it down. So I want to take you in for a little closer look. So just by rinsing it, you could tell that it's already cleaner. Most of the water's off, but it's already relatively clean. There's still some trace dirt, but I mean, if you used an actual hose for this, it'd probably be a lot better. The car is all done and ready to go to the alignment shop. I'll be doing that tomorrow. Hopefully I will get a video of that. Stay tuned for that video. If you like the video, please leave a like. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Tell me what you think about the podcast. Give me some topic ideas. And if you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.